Hello, hello, hello. Welcome all managers to another FPL Jedi show. This is Saturday morning. We are looking at the 2029 deadline, which will be at 7 p.m. today. My name is Hafiz. Okay. Looks like I'm going to be myself for today. Azmin, maybe he can join later to get to him. But definitely we are looking forward for minit 29. Okay, minit 29. Okay, personally, to me, I had a really bad minit 28. My ranking fall drastically, okay, from 90,000 plus to 163,000 now. Uh, but I stay positive. Yeah. We need to move forward and hopefully we can put our frame into this ladder double bullet. Morning, Captain FPL. Your sound not so clear. Maybe my throat. No, I think this the sound that have, right? However, we continue to for this period. And we can see here, okay, the good potential that we are looking at with the fixtures. First, Liverpool and also Arsenal. As for the two, it is and also this week, okay, they both have 2 games, okay, GW29, especially in the next week. After 2 weeks, okay, this is the next fixture that we are having, especially this. Okay, let's go to our GW29 fixture. Okay, let us start with what the fixture will be. Brighton versus Liverpool, which is the second half of the okay. Then at the end, Brentford versus Burnley. Okay, if I see the quotes from Peter, sorry, Potter is other than that, the rest should be available. Okay, need to decide who's going to play. Most likely the pack lineup will be Vetman, Duffy, Dunk, and Cucurella. Okay, Brighton also have double game week this week. Okay, so I'm not sure whether to recommend anyone, but if let's say you still have like the right of Trossard, Mope, Gross, even Dang, you just simply play him for this week. Cuma let's say the likes macam Trossard, Mope, you're not sure how the minutes would be, but if I have them, I will definitely roll and just try our luck for this week. Okay. And then in terms of Liverpool, okay, Klopp mentioned that Firmino is back. Okay, that will put more complication. Okay, you tahulah the front lineup for Liverpool. Salah and Mane is the front lineup. Okay, then Jota and I think Luis Diaz. Okay, will fight for a place. But now Firmino is back, so we are not sure how the contemplation will be in terms of Klopp availability. Definitely for Klopp dia lebih banyak option. He's happy with this. I think ada juga news mengatakan mention that Konate, Van Dijk and who else ya? Let me run through here. And Thiago Alcantara absent from training punya ground images. Ni ada scout lah, okay. But nothing is certain. We still expect all these players to be available and play, and Liverpool still going to field a strong team. Okay, this week. Liverpool dengan Man City is neck on league title punya challenge. I don't expect Klopp to rotate so much. He needs to put dia punya strong team. Okay, I expect like Salah, TA. If you want to bring in like the likes of Robertson, maybe Jota and so on. So that's another thing that we can think of. Cuma they won't play in game week 30 lah. Yeah? So means that if you bring in this week, so 30 won't play. So maybe that is one of the consideration that you need to take. Okay. Although I believe, let's say if you bring any Liverpool asset, it's definitely a punt, and hopefully he can deliver lah whoever that you bring in. Alright, next game, Branford versus Burnley. Okay, both are desperate for points. Macam Branford dah dapat 3 points from Norwich game last week. They are a bit relief now. Burnley still continue to find form. I think the last one they play is Chelsea. They lost badly. Okay, so apa latest news untuk Branford camp? If let's say you see here, the Twitter mentioned Thomas Frank confirms Christian Nogat and Christopher Edger will be available for Brentford's match against Burnley, okay, which is going to play tonight. The Bees have no injury concern, but Da Silva is still banned. Okay. Not sure if let's say we still interested to bring any Brentford asset, but like to remind, game week 30, Brentford we has a fixture lawan Leicester. So Tony, after dia punya latest hat-trick, maybe he put himself in the thinking, our thinking, whether to try bring any asset. Christian Eriksen is already in the team now and playing last week. So that's good news. Okay. So have a look at Brentford punya team sheet. Probable lineup for this week is fully squad at Thomas Frank disposal. Okay, expect unlikely change in lineup from Norwich last weekend. Okay, Edger, Jensen, Pinot and Henry will be at the back. Then Janet, Nogat and Eriksen. Flanking by Bomo still there, and Canos and Tony as the front man. He took 2 penalty last week and 1 open goal. So that's one other thing that we should consider. For Burnley, okay, can you see here, Ben Mee is going to be a bit of time. So Ben Mee is still out, I feel. The international break will benefit him. Most probably, Ben Mee will come back after international break. If we still have White Horse or any other Burnley asset, I think like Cornet ke, I think you just play him this week and try your luck. This is going to be tight game. Both are desperate for point. Okay. If I see here untuk Burnley punya team sheet, okay, Ben Mee, Eric Peters out, a lot of players out, but not so significant. The most significant is Ben Mee, I suppose. Robert Collins, Tarkowski and Taylor will start at the back, most probably. Lennon, Cobb, Brownhill and McNeil. And then up front, Cornet and Whitehorse. If I have any of these players, Cornet and Whitehorse, you just roll the dice and play, even though they play one game week lah. Yeah. Okay, we go to the big match, Manchester versus Spurs. Okay, especially Spurs asset. A lot of people are thinking to bring them in, but we go first to Manchester United. Ronaldo didn't feature last week due to some doubt or injury. Ralf Rangnick punya comment on Ronaldo, and Cavani are both back in training and both available. I don't know whether you still have any Manchester United asset. Okay, this is something that you can think of. I don't think. Let's say if I still have Ronaldo, it's an easy switch to Kane. He has the double fixture and game week 30 SEC asset as that. But anyway, in terms of news for Manchester United punya camp, Ronaldo has been announced fit. The rest is no other injury. a quick look at dia punya lineup. Varane also I think is back in contention after the bye from this COVID-19. Luke Shaw still out, okay, and McTominay ada calf injury and unlikely to be risk lah. So lineup dia, I think Wan Bissaka still not around. Okay, here the lineup. Let me check. Okay, I think it's just there will be a dilemma. Okay, between Dalo and Wan Bissaka. Okay, and then Varane, Maguire, and Alex Telles should starting. Fred and Matip. Then the usual Sancho, Bruno, Pogba, and then Ronaldo up front. For Spurs, okay, the latest news is Antonio Conte has ruled Ryan Sessegnon out until March international break because they pick up injury. Skip and Tanganga also remain out. I can see there Sessegnon 4.3. Kalau dia dah out sekarang, I think most media will think about Matt Doherty now. Okay, if I can see the team sheet here for Spurs, the rest should be okay and should be the same or more almost identical dengan lineup lawan Everton. Romero, Dyer, and Ben Davies as the back three. Then Doherty and Regulan will start as the wing back. Benteke and Hochberg in midfield. Then Son, Kane, and Kulusevski up front. Those are the three up front that inform. Kane especially. If you thinking to bring in Kane this week, definitely is a good choice. Okay. Cuma some of the manager ada juga yang have Son now and thinking whether Son to Kane is viable. Myself is the same spot. Later maybe I share my thoughts, but for now I think Spurs should be good. You want to bring like Doherty, maybe you have some money for regular, but I think Doherty is a better choice unless you really short of money. Maybe Ben Davies or Dyer can be into thinking lah. But Doherty still 4.7, so still cheap. Next, Chelsea versus Newcastle. Okay, recently Chelsea has been hit by sanction on Roman Abramovich, a lot of uncertainty, but Chelsea still managed to get 3-1 win against Norwich. Thomas Tuchel speaking after full time. Azpilicueta did not feel well, ada stomach problem. Okay, that's for Azpilicueta. James still out because of muscle injury during midweek against Norwich, dia tak main. Let me check on Chelsea punya probable lineup this week. Okay, even though Azpi is consider ada some doubt, okay, but hopefully he'll be available to play. If not, anyone like Callum Hudson or Pulisic can take his place. Okay. Other than that, Rudiger did miss last game against Norwich. Expect him to come back. Okay. Could be Kaloba Christensen. Okay. Then in midfield, but this is another match that we need to be careful sebab Chelsea akan ada another Champions League game in midweek and recovering time is quite tight. I think less than 72 hours. So that's why maybe ada some rotation risk. The likes of Kai Havertz, Silva, and so on. Lukaku may be the one that start this week against Newcastle, tapi we are not sure. Ziyech is back and you sub last weekend. He could come in back. So kalau you still ada macam Havertz semua, I'm not too sure. I think you just try your luck and play. For Newcastle, this another back double game week for them. Fraser yang I think been excellent last game. Eddie Howe mentioned not sure about Joelinton, ASM illness will be fit for Sunday. Okay, Chelsea Newcastle Sunday. So maybe ada hope ni untuk recover. But hope for Fabian Shah will be okay. Okay, Shah macam boleh ni. How we thinks Emil Kraft and Gomeres only had cramp and will be assessed. If I see the Newcastle punya sheet, I think the rest should be okay. If Shah miss, then maybe Lascelles can come in. Willock, Shelby, Wood did score first goal last week against Southampton. So good for his confidence. Maybe tapi lawan Chelsea lah, it's a tough game. If you have any Newcastle asset, whether Willock or Fraser, I don't think you bring them in this week. You should have bring them last week. But whoever still have, you just roll the dice and play this week. Okay, Everton versus Wolves. Another interesting match for Everton, especially they are desperate for points. Okay, we can see there Frank Lampard mentioned we have players back that are now available that haven't been. Maksudnya sebelum ni, before this player are not available. Basically, he specifically mentioned Ben Godfrey and Demarai Gray. Gray is in my team currently, has been rotting and injured inside my team. Looks like good news for him to come back, and hopefully he can start this game. Okay. If I see, let's go to Everton team news. Other than that, should be okay. Richarlison this year should start. Okay. Yep. Okay. Not sure is any news on DCL. Okay. Okay. DCL did play, tapi cuma macam dia still off pace. Okay. But if still him, I think we just need to try and play him. Holgate, Keane, Godfrey could come back into the side. Coleman, the Curry Island, and my Kolenko. Okay, Gordon should start also. Not sure about Gray, who he will replace, but Richardson should play. Other than that, everyone is fine. Who still have Everton asset? This could be advantage. Everton play both game, lawan Wolves and also Newcastle this game week. There is potential because they need points. Mungkin ada some clean sheet potential and some score, especially from maybe the likes of Richardson. So whether to advise bring in, maybe no. Okay. But if you still have some Everton player, then should play. Wolves tak ada any standalone press conference by Bruno Lage. So means that in other words, if I see them from last game, Bruno did mention on Hover, yeah, okay, and also Semedo not on the injury list. We can see Johnny did start on the right back. Maybe he will continue to play that. Raul Jimenez has been installed as the first 11 last week after 2 back-to-back bench. So a bit relief, but they still main tak penuh, like 70 minutes only, then been sub out. So a bit frustrating, even though Wolves menang 4-0. He did score that game and got 2 bonus points. The like of Cody and Size should start. Okay. Not sure about Killman. Maybe Killman should be available too. If not, Bolly will come in. Johnny, Ruben Neves, Moutinho, and Art-Nori is another forgotten man. Art-Nori is still a good choice. Then Podence, Huang, and Jimenez up front. Okay, for Wolves. Okay, we go to Leeds versus Norwich. Leeds. Sorry. Leeds kalah last week lagi, back-to-back defeat. Recent one 3-0 against at home versus Villa is a tough to swallow for Leeds United and JC March. No win so far. Okay. Cuma sekarang, if let's say we still have Rafinha, this could be an opportunity for him to score. Leeds are desperate for points. We can see here JC March on Firpo. Okay, the left back. I would guess that this one gonna keep him out a while. So means that Firpo might not play this game. Seems that he has something on his knee, and MCL strain. Hopefully it's not too bad, but most probably he missed out this game. Okay, shall see the sheet for Leeds United. Branford could start this game. Okay, that could be a plus point for Leeds United. I think they are desperate for point. Norwich also at the root of the table. They also would like to try win this game. The good thing about Norwich, they can manage score some goal. Okay, tengok Puki pun ada start scoring back to back, even though it's a penalty, but still better they can manage to score against Liverpool and Chelsea last week. So could be either way. This result could be either way. Erling, Lorente, Sturridge and Dallas backline, Klitsch and Coach, then Rafinha and James. Branford could start up front with Gerrard. But Rafinha is still the talisman. If you still have Rafinha, don't panic. Only 3 points last week. I also have him. We try this game week against Norwich, and at least have another game against Wolves on game week 30. I think is a keep, although it's a bit annoying. For Norwich, okay, nothing much to share here. Not a lot of managers interested. Dean Smith mentioned Sam Bryan will be assessed for fatigue, but other than that, everyone should be okay. A quick look at Norwich punya lineup. Puki, Sargent and Rasika up front. Okay. Adam Ida and Omoba middle still remain sideline. Okay. But the rest should be the same. Back lineup, Aaron's Hanley, Kabak and Williams. Okay. I'm not sure whether Gilmore not mentioned here. Okay. Last game dia tak boleh main because playing Chelsea. But that's about it for Norwich. Southampton versus Watford. Southampton, Ralph Southampton tak ada specific standalone conference, tak ada bagi any conference, so we don't have any news. But so far what I can see here for Southampton is even though kalah 1-2 against Villa, okay, maybe there is some rotation or giving players some rest, but we still expect the likes of Walker, Peter Walker, Livramento might start, tapi dia still ada competition with Perot, okay, because he's not available. Broja, Adams should start, but Broja did not produce anything for the past double game week. Okay, Armstrong did score last week, so maybe he's an option to think. But Southampton did not play, not gonna play lah in game 30. Ward-Prowse from Romeo at the back line and Jenepo. So mostly the same lineup, but it Hasselhoff need to assess the team after last Thursday game against Newcastle. For Watford, they are really in dire. Okay, tengok kalah 4-0 to Wolves. I'm not sure about how their confidence. King did return in this game, but Millie only playing first half, then hook off in halftime. I have King frustrated 1 point only. Okay. Other than that, what Hodgson mentioned, Firmino took himself off with an injury, and Josh King also. Yelah, dia baru baik saja dan you straight play him. Yeah, suffering his neck and had to see physio. King might miss this also. Okay, if you still have Watford, maybe it's time to move them on. Okay. Tapi ada ramai mention also you should have moved them off like weeks ago. Dennis should start this game. Sa still absent. Okay. Ada issue on Firmino and King like we mentioned. So Pedro, Cuco, Fernandez, Cleverley, Loza and Sissoko should start in midfield. But not much interest of Watford player, I suppose. Okay, West Ham versus Aston Villa. We all know the big news is Jared Bowen is not going to be available for the weekend. That is the last resort. Still kalau ada managers Bowen, definitely risk that he going to be available on game week 30. So it's time to move him on. I believe so. Easy switch to Saka or Kulusevski, or even the likes of let's say you're interested in any Everton player, but it's a cheap one lah, Gordon or Gray. Okay, but definitely those are the easy switch untuk Jared Bowen. Other than that, let me have a quick look at the West Ham probable lineup. Okay, David Moyes didn't bring us anything. Okay, but apart from that, kita dah tahu Kufa still out, Obona, Yomolenko, and Bowen definitely out. So Lanzini, Rice, Suchek, Fornals, Antonio and Ben Rama should start this game lawan Villa, which is on form. Not sure how the result gonna be. Okay, but definitely not much interest on West Ham asset. Okay, in terms of Villa, we don't have any news because Gerrard tak ada conference, but you still have the likes of Coutinho. I think you play him this week. Maybe Villa can take advantage of West Ham losing to Sevilla in midweek for Europa League punya match. Arsenal versus Leicester. Arsenal really on form. I think Arteta give some news that everyone else is okay. Cuma Tomiyasu still assessing whether he needs more time to heal and protect him. If not, I think Cedric Soares will still continue to start. Okay. Let me have a quick look. Cedric should start alongside the normal White, Gabriel and Tierney, Partey and Zaka at in midfield as the protecting of the back four. Saka, Odegaard and Martinelli. Okay, that's the interested asset for people to bring in, and also Lacazette. But since Arteta mentioned on Smith Rowe, okay, could be available. Yep, it's going to be available. So there will be some doubt on minutes for Smith Rowe, definitely. Martinelli or on the guard. So we need to be careful on that. But surely they are more a starter than Smith Rowe. Maybe Smith Rowe will come at you tahu lah, last 10 minutes pun he can come in just score goal. Yeah. So I feel Martinelli or Odegaard, Saka is a better choice for this week especially. Okay. For Leicester, Brendan Rodgers says Fofana still remain the doubt. Vardy injured. Okay. Evans still injured. Pereira might be available. So mungkin Arsenal can take this advantage. Leicester have, like everyone knows, has been leaky even though they kept a clean sheet lawan Leeds last week. we expect Arsenal to win this game. They are really in contention for top four. So definitely the one to monitor. Leicester do have game week 30 punya match, but with the likes of Vardy semua out, not sure whether to recommend anyone to bring them in this week, especially against Arsenal. So it's a tough one. Kalau kata against a bottom table punya match, maybe we can consider, but not this one. Quick look, Barnes, Iheanacho and Lookman maybe starting up front, or maybe Daka could come in. The rest, Madison should be available, and maybe he could start this game. Other than that, the backline of Chodro, Amati, Soyuncu and Thomas not something that will scare a lot of teams, right? So I feel Arsenal could enjoy this game and get some really good points. Okay, last but not least, Palace versus Man City. Okay, Palace do win against City on the reverse fixture. Okay, both doesn't have any double game this week. Okay, so maybe that's something that manager wanting to bring them in. Just to share on Palace, Patrick Vieira will be without McCarthy. Okay, McCarthy could be a key player. Joel Watt is back in training. Okay. For Man City, the big one is Cancelo. Okay. Cancelo, Pep still mentioned, is still not clear. However, City play on Monday, so they still have some time to assess player. We have a little bit of problem. Cancelo, he doesn't mention that he might be ready, but he could be out. So that is a concern. Ramai pun dah bawa dia keluar last week. So this week, if let's say he confirm not playing, then it's a doubt. He could easily switch to any double game week punya player, like the Robertson or Doherty, if let's say you thinking of bring him in. Okay. If I have a quick look at the City lineup, City lineup. Walker, Stones and Laporte should be available and play because Diaz out, Ake still ni, but less certainty on availability of Cancelo. If he's out, then Zinchenko should come in. De Bruyne, Rodri and Silva, then Mahrez, Foden and Grealish to start. Pep cannot afford to rest a lot of his starting players, okay, because they are really in neck and neck in league title punya chase dengan Liverpool. So I expect a strong lineup against Palace, who we cannot underestimate. Palace could steal a point against City this game because they are a good team, to be fair. Okay, let's go to just have a look. Top transfer game week 29 so far. The most transfer in is Saka with 404,000. Managers bring him in. Then Kulusevski 322,000. Then Kane 267,000. Definitely it's not a surprise. Kane, Kulusevski and Kane have a lot of double game week this week. James is a surprise one. Okay, mungkin ramai lepas 18 points score tu, ramai bawa dia masuk. Now he's injured. So sorry to those guys who bring him in. Bad news. But Doherty is an interesting one. In top 5, 208,000 managers has bring him in. Okay. The top transfer is Bowen. Top transfer out. Diaz and Cancelo, we can see there because they doubt. Dennis is out, and still manager who have Ronaldo definitely is out lah. So there is a logic that why these managers bring them out. But I can believe Kane, Kulusevski and Saka, definitely the top to bring in this week if you do not have them. Not sure whether still based on your team structure for this week. Okay, just share scout picks for game week 29 team selection. We can see there memang banyak player on Arsenal, Spurs and Liverpool. Top 3 for Arsenal to bring this week. You can see there the layout of the team. Ramsdale and then Saka and Lacazette. I think that's a nice combination. I have that combination. TAA, the best 3, I think yes. TAA, Robertson and Salah. And then best 3 combination for Spurs is Doherty, Kulusevski and Kane. So easy. I think this easily 9 players to fit in your team. If let's say you want to wildcard, this could be the team. Gordon is interesting one at 4.5. He's a filler but also has potential to play back-to-back game. So ada double game week team. And Tony is the differential, just the one player yang main single game week this week. Branford versus Burnley. Branford still have a fixture in game week 30. So interesting one if let's say you want to bring him this week. So you can see that I think I agree most of this team pick is a balanced team and also something that can deliver big points this week. My transfer plan. Okay. My team this week, I have Ramsdale in goal. So dia ada 2 fixture. TAA, Cancelo and Livramento for now. TAA have 2 fixture. Cancelo is doubt. Livramento lawan Watford, but we are not too sure whether he can start or not. Saka, Salah, 2 games, both of them. Rafinha against Norwich, play him. I have Son, have 2 fixture. And then Gray, who declared available this week by Lampard. So I think I will roll my dice and play him. And then Lacazette have 2 fixture. And then currently I have Jimenez in my team against Everton that we all know has been league goal 5 goal last week. Maybe he has a chance to score goals. Jimenez did sub out early, 70 minutes. So he has chance to start this game. So my transfer plan this week, most likely I will bring in Doherty in for, I think Cancelo if he's definitely declared out. Then I will not take any hits and I will have like 8 double game week players to play. If Livramento miss out, then Dickney will come in against West Ham, which is I think fine. Jimenez, people not so sure, but who else I have there to play? King is definitely a no. Or another thing I can do is with the money from Cancelo, I could upgrade King to Tony and play Tony instead of Jimenez. Take a hit and then Tony will play in game week 30, which is a good prospect also for me. So that is my thinking for now. Let's go to some question. Rakyat FPL banyak tanya soalan. Captain Dilemma, Salah or Kane? As midweek kita dah go through, is a close one. Tapi Salah, as you all know, he's been more consistent than Kane. Even though Kane has been improving in his form, Salah for me. Salah ada extra 1 point in terms of goal. Kalau ada clean sheet, then extra 1 more point. Both taking penalty, so nothing much different there. So I think if you want to really be differential, a lot of managers won't captain Kane this week. You can do that. Kalau tak, then captain the safe one, which is Salah. A lot of managers pun thinking of triple captaining Salah this week. I think that's how people are going this week. Regulon and or Doherty. I think Doherty because he's cheaper and he's more nil, walaupun regular sekarang mungkin akan lebih secure because recent injury for Sessegnon, but I feel Doherty has the upside because dia pun dah prove for the back-to-back game dia dapat produce double digit. Okay, find out got COVID. I think so, but nothing is clear. If you have him, then we just try to play him. If not, and ready for your bench. Cuma kalau nak bawa Robertson, I'm not too sure. I'll just try and my luck playing Van Dijk. Everton got double game week. Yep, tapi dia tak main game 30. Any potential? Okay, the potential is like Richarlison. If you want go cheaper, like Gordon mentioned dalam scout punya team tadi. Other than that, I'm not too sure to recommend any defender and so on. I don't think so. So Richarlison is the first one in my mind. Then maybe Gordon, second one. But it's all depend on your team. Hassan order a good punt in Azpi absent. Tapi I will bring Chelsea player this week. Choose one enabler. Oh yo. Douglas Lewis set piece. Ramsey attacking or Gordon. I'll take Gordon because he plays twice this week. Easy choice. Okay. Okay guys, remember our deadline will be at 7 p.m. this week. So make sure that you don't miss this deadline. Okay. Right. Continue to support us. Thank you for all viewers who watching this stream. Okay. Do like our video and also subscribe to our FPL Jedi show. Okay. Wish you all the best this week. Okay. Hopefully you make the right choice. Okay. Especially concentrating on Aston, Liverpool and also Spurs asset. We all know sometimes our decision is all depending on your team structure. Hopefully this stream will help you on team news and decides on your team. Till then, see you again on our next show. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.